I think, yeah, it was quite easy in a way when Hugo Boss approached us, because I had kind of grown up with the brand for a long time. You know, being from Britain, particularly, it's a big part of kind of male culture. So I knew the brand and I was familiar with it. And obviously, I was a fan of it, and I like the idea of representing something that is kind of classically masculine, but is also contemporary at the same time. In terms of, I don't think you think necessarily about how it furthers your career. I think that you kind of service that in terms of the jobs you do, but certainly being able to kind of represent something so classic was very a unique opportunity for me. And also, what's exciting about what they're doing is they're bringing out a new pillar of their fragrance world, and also which is going to be, you know, which is going to evolve and change. And also they're creating a brand which is kind of, they're creating a brand which is new. It's kind of the higher end, it's the luxury brand. So I like, again, the idea of being the face of something that was new for Hugo Boss and was pushing their boundaries a little bit. You know, going into the realms of kind of the richer kind of seduction area, and yes, creating something new.
Well, I guess sometimes the problem with, you know, we live in a world now where we can see everything and everyone instantly, and I think sometimes we lose a little bit of that ability to remain distant, you know, and be present, but take a step back from things, you know, because we kind of, each to his own. Some people share every facet of every part of themselves. And I think that what I quite like is that, and it's kind of represented again by the material that you see, is that idea of being kind of seduction via knowing someone, but not really fully knowing them, and still being kind of questioning who the person is and being on that back foot.
Perfect.
I didn't really choose to. I kind of missed that. You know, I just haven't had time with it. That's kind of the problem. The thing with music is you need time. You can't, because I've done it a few times where you have a spare 45 minutes, and I'm like, okay, let's make some music, and then it doesn't happen. But you need to be able to have that time to let it ruminate and listen and play and stuff, which I haven't had time to do. But I'm trying to get back to it at the moment. I love traveling and having the ability to be away, and I love being able to, even if it's for a long weekend, if you only get a chance to be able to get in a car or get on a plane and start from a place and not know where you're going to go for the next period, you know. I mean, just to kind of get to a city and then see what happens in terms of what other places or countries you can go to from there, and then the sea. I miss the sea. I love the ocean, and so whenever I'm not working, I'd love to be in it, underneath it, or swimming with the fish. My true luxury? What, my indulgence, you mean? I don't think so. I think that is, you know, everyone likes travel. I guess, yes, probably I spend, yes, that's kind of where, you know, a little bit of indulgence, but I'm quite into classic cars as well, so that's probably an indulgence. Yes.
That's good.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, Richard Gere particularly, he's you know, he's very iconic in a way, isn't he? He kind of represents, you know, a certain brand of masculinity for a long time. And, you know, I grew up watching his film, so that was very kind of fascinating working with him, and kind of seeing how he operates. And you know, Johnny Depp, in truth, I had less scenes with him, but he again is very iconic, and a very iconic kind of brand of masculinity, but in a very, very different way. So that was kind of interesting to see too.